Hello and welcome to the Edmonton OverKlocked Open Winter Tournament. This is the quarterfinals on the winner's side of the bracket. And some early bans, Lee Sin and Annie. Annie's a really strong support right now, so they might be afraid of him just assassinating the ad carry early. Samuel's a pretty well-known Lucian player, so they're probably banning that out to keep him from playing it. Lee Sin's also K for Kimchi's one of his more favorite junglers, so these are targeted bans that are favorite champions.
Just gonna introduce ourselves here while we have
I probably should have done that.
while we have some downtime for the bans. We have Bradshaw's for Negative Space. He's the mid laner, and Bitter Oblivion is myself. I am the support on Negative Space, and we have a fan, Watery, from Negative Space, also back here.
Last ban was Kassadin. He's just a really strong pick right now. He can roam, he can assassinate people. And Shyvana, who's just really good in the new jungle. The new mob and her ability to quickly clear everything. First pick Ziggs. Probably trying to take it away from Atherin, who's played it recently. Plus, due to the superior wave clear, he's just a really strong pick right now. Two supports being picked by purple team.
I think that might be Zyra mid.
Oh wait, no. Atherin plays Zyra mid. So, probably a Zyra mid. Against
the
Ziggs,
Ziggs.
which will mostly be just a bunch of wave clearing. No, it's
Kog'Maw.
Kog'Maw.
I've noticed Samuel been practicing Kog'Maw lately, but I guess we'll see. I like the Zyra pick into the Ziggs. The range that Zyra has really helps her against Ziggs, I find.
They're both probably just going to clear the wave and then not do much, but we'll see. And they're probably going to go for some sort of heavy duelist comp bot and just engage hard on them with Leona. Taking away the Draven so they don't have a really strong engage bot lane, potentially. Or, they don't know yet.
I don't know about the Draven pick. I don't find he's as strong as he used to be.
He can get locked up pretty easily by Leona because he doesn't have an escape. If the jungler comes in, he might die pretty easily. So
I'd like to see Samuel play some Jinx. I think that would be fun.
unless they pick like a Janna to counter the Leona to stop him from stunning up Draven a ton, might not be the best choice to steal away. No, they're going for a safer. No?
They don't really know what they're doing.
They don't know yet. Olaf is a really strong pick top right now, so he might be picking it for someone else or jungle Olaf, which I don't feel is as strong as some other junglers right now. Twitch, I guess they're going for the kill lane. They need a very burst heavy support to counter Draven Leona. Twitch does a ton of damage, but
I think a Janna would be interesting with the new buffs to her shields, how it scales off AP. I think that would be interesting to
Janna's
see.
tornadoes can stop Leona from blocking up Twitch. We'll see what the next pick. Fiddlesticks. Jungle?
Yeah.
I don't actually know.
Maybe some shifty Leona jungle with the fiddle support.
He seems like he's gonna go Draven though. Yep. Last picks are support and top, actually, or jungle. Zillion support? Are they just going to try to harass them out of lane with the Twitch Zillion? because there are no heals on Leona. But Draven's just lifesteal and how much damage he does to minions keeps him pretty healthy. Taric they would heavily engage each other, but I have a feeling Leona Draven would come out on top of this.
Leona beats Taric pretty hard because she has a little bit more CC than Taric does. He only has the one stun.
Yeah, at level 6 definitely. Elise, I wanna, I think this is gonna be a top pick, but I'd much rather see the Olaf go be top.
I think we saw Merrick on Jace earlier today in one of their other games. I saw him playing that.
So it'll be Jace against... Any predictions for what he's going to go top lane?
I don't even know. Maybe...
I'm going to go Riven. I'm going to guess Riven.
I was going to say Renekton, but...
Let's find out.
Guess we'll see.
Oh my gosh.
Another thing to note is Twitch isn't taking cleanse, and Fiddlesticks will really, unless he like rushes a Quicksilver Sash or something, Fiddlesticks is just going to ruin his day. He's going to be walking around doing nothing for 3 seconds in a Crow Storm. Like, I could even see a level 6 dive bot to just destroy the Twitch.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Taric. So they'll have to watch out for that. The Akali against Jace. I don't actually know how that'll end up turning out. Both of those are pretty uncommon top right now. For gank-wise, the blue team's almost lacking in CC for most of their lanes to gank because, I mean, they do have the Taric stun, but Olaf doesn't contribute that much with just the axes he throws to ganks, so maybe he'll just go a heavy farm jungle. Oh, I forgot about the good old 3-minute delay we have before going into the game.
Any predictions for the Akali versus the Olaf?
It's not Olaf. It's Jace. It's Jace versus Akali.
Oh, Jace.
Akali should hopefully be bullied really hard top lane by Jace early, but once she hits 6, Jace just doesn't have the sustain or durability to keep up with her. So he'll really have to push his advantage early before they hit level 6, but if he gets too far out, the Fiddlesticks gank will almost definitely end up killing him, and you don't want Akali to get ahead. Plus, there's no oracles anymore, so if she gets fed later, she's going to be a terror in the team fights because people don't have oracles to see her, and the pinks, you can kill them pretty quickly. And right now, based off picks, I'm liking purple team's picks better because I have a feeling bot lane has the better kill lane. Mid lane's just going to farm, and the Ziggs might actually be able to delay the game into a really late game kind of thing, in which case I think Twitch would end up being the better ad carry, but they'd have to get into that late game point where they could just split push because they have the Akali who can assassinate anyone.
Yeah, it'll be really difficult for them to bring it into a late game, I think, with like Purple's team fight is just so strong with the Leona ultimate and the Fiddle ultimate and the Zyra ultimate.
They can push it to a late game, but I don't even know if they want to.
I think it'll just be all around a scary team comp.
Also, one thing I forgot to mention is the amount of AoE ults with the Zyra AP mid with comboed with a Fiddlesticks ult, comboed with the Leona ult. If they group up, they're gonna all die instantly in the team fights.
Just disappear.
I expect a quick rush of some sort of cleanse item for Twitch. Well, either Twitch is going to get a Quicksilver Sash or Tarek's going to have to get a... what's it called?
Mikhail's Crucible.
Mikhail's Crucible. If they don't, Twitch is just going to be a dead rat every team fight.
The nice thing is, though, they don't have the oracles for the Twitch, so.
True. That could play into their benefit. And we're going into the game now. Another thing I forgot to mention was the Zyra took barrier rather than ignite mid. Probably because probably won't get in range to actually all in the zigs. More afraid of getting poked out, and if she's far enough away, her barrier will save her from the ziggs ult.
I think it'll also be good to hold off some of the damage that Olaf will do when he ults because she can't snare that.
True. And the first buys for each team. Some people are forgetting to pick up the new... Oh, no, everyone remembered to get their trinket. No, sort
Except
of.
for blue team?
They might be running, instead of actually jungling, they might be taking both buffs. And they're going to run a 2-1-2 lane. Seeing as they took 4 relic shields, they might just be trying to get a ton of gold off early. Where it looks like purple team's just playing a more standard game, where they're just doing the relic shields on the bot lane and actually having a jungler. So expect to actually see the Olaf and Jace team up on the Akali, which will be a nightmare for her pre-6. Hope none of them picked up a vision ward though to see her in her stealth, so she might still be able to farm under the turret. An invade coming in. They might know that they're trying to go 2-1-2, and it can be pretty devastating to be invaded and lose one of the 2 buffs off the start, because you don't have a jungler to actually go solo one of their buffs after. Twitch just stealths away. They know they're invading. They're actually going to start the red, but are they going to also take their blue? The red will be even worse for Akali because she's just going to be harassed down by a red Jace. They leave, go start their blue. Akali's headed top where she's going to have a rough time in the 2v1. She's going to just have to hope to pick up minions. That'll probably be the first turret to fall. Threw the axe a bit early, missed the first damage. He's not smiting it early, so they might be giving the red to Olaf. If they're going to go the 2v1, I don't like this decision because Olaf won't be able to harass with the red as well as Jace would. No, Olaf's going back to clear the other buffs. I'm not sure why he started a relic shield if he's not going to lane, though, because he won't be giving away his buffs or his stacks anytime soon to help people out. And it's not that efficient of an item to start unless you plan on using its effect. This bot lane's just farming. Once they hit level 2, something's going to happen because they get most of their damaging spells and their stun locks. Olaf's headed top. They're doing the 2v2-1-2. He's gonna go pick up some minions, get Jace some gold, sharing gold. So for the first bit, after the waves come back even, blue team's gonna start getting a slight gold advantage due to the effects of it. Until then, they're gonna be even for a while. I don't like the red being on the Olaf. I mean, he needed it to probably go clear the blue by himself, but his axes won't proc the red, so they're losing a ton of damage. Bots just push back on the defensive. They can't do much. They just do a ton less damage. First early dive, they should have started the pink. They can't turret dive because they can't see her under the turret.
They might try again once her...
No, she's going to telly back. They're going to do a ton of damage to the turret. They're taking the early dragon. Oh no,
There's
first
the first blood.
He stayed around too long for that. Taking the dragon. Maybe. He's going to check. Dragon's dying. It's not worth as much gold early game anymore due to... Yeah, it's only worth 125 gold, so depending on... They're still downing gold due to the double, the early first blood and the double gold item, relic shield. Now since they got low from the dragon, they're able to take back lane control. And the first turret's gonna go down top. If Fiddlesticks doesn't go help top, they're just gonna keep shoving that further and further. And bot lane can't engage, and once you get behind in this type of kill lane, you just have to accept your defeat and try to pick up whatever minions you can. They have no heals because of Leona, so this is just going to be a free farm lane for Twitch until they go back. They're sending the Jace back top. The Olaf's coming down for a bot. They might not expect it. They don't have any wards out, so they might go for the turret dive. They should focus Leona because she's going to lock them up under the turret otherwise. I don't think they'd see it coming, bot. So once these hit the turret, they're going to dive. No, they're not going to dive. Ooh, they're going on. They're splitting focus really badly. They pick up the kill. And Twitch is dead. So they went even. But the ad carry ended up dying. Or Twitch ended up dying, so purple probably came out slightly ahead there. And soon Akali's gonna hit 6 and she's gonna be back into this lane. Jace bot just mana, so he doesn't have a ton of damage right now, where Akali has some damage. So once we hit 6, we'll see Akali start to potentially all-in Jace or chunk him down to half. How's the farm going right now? Ziggs 49, Zyra 44, they're pretty even. Akali's catching up a ton. And they're not using the abilities anymore on their Targon's Grace and Relic Shields because Olaf's not in the lane anymore. So it was questionable because they didn't actually use it for that much. They just sent him up to go break the turret quickly. Purple's starting to catch up in gold, even with the turret down because they took the dragon. Olaf went to hold mid. Ton of damage coming out for Draven. Getting the BF sword early. Twitch will be a better duelist, but those with the bilge water, but those axes are going to chunk him really hard in lane, so they'll win the harass game by a ton. But this bigger, yeah, Akali's going all in. She have another dash up? She has 1 second on her dash and he's dead. Going in bot lane. She didn't pick. No one picks up anything to see invis people anymore, which is a bit of a problem. Olaf coming up to pick up the Akali possibly. Doesn't have a pink ward to see her. Might go for the suicide. Ziggs taking a ton of damage. He'll get away, fine. Akali makes it out alive. Oh, no, one more axe. Oh my goodness!
Has been destroyed.
Can Akali make it? Oh no, Akali gets cleaned up by the law. Ziggs is being harassed out of lane. He doesn't have blue, neither of the mids have blue right now, so they're gonna be starving. They're just getting bullied by the Draven and the Leona because they hit 6 first. They picked up the kill, they picked up more minions on their ad carry, so they have a lot more damage output in case any of them go all in. However, they are taking out the top turret, but there'll be 2 of them there to come help them out, protect the turret. The gold's slightly in purple's favor right now. The Targon's braces aren't really paying off for their team, seeing as they're not using its effect all that much. Because they quickly sent Olaf out to the jungle. Dragon's going to be up in another 20 seconds. I think both teams managed to see it die, so... Oh, but Ziggs is just getting bursted out. He'll die. Fiddlesticks is here. Well, it's not party Fiddlesticks though. There's no surprise party. And Axe is out of everywhere. Bunch of damage. That's going to be super scary with Fiddlesticks picking up the triple kill. He's going to pick up a quick Zanya's and just melt everything. Now they're going to pick up the dragon for even more gold. So what was only like 400 gold has quickly turned into 3k gold lead for purple.
Red team has slain the dragon.
Fiddlestick going back, probably gonna pick up the KP jungle item, yeah. Spirit of the Spectre Raid. He's gonna do a ton of damage right now. They're bullying Akali now, but they still haven't picked up a pink ward for her. Gonna pick up the Jace. Maybe kite back. No. Olaf's gonna clean up that kill again. Everyone up blue team's starting to fall behind in farm because they're just down in money and they don't have quite the same jungle pressure as the Fiddlesticks does. So they have to play a bit safer because Olaf keeps just going top repeatedly. While Akali is scary, he needs to help out his other lanes that are getting pushed to their turrets. Fiddlesticks and Olaf are gonna run into each other. Well, probably both. Oh, no. Fiddlesticks avoiding all the skill shots. They know where both teams' junglers are, so they can just push up the lanes really far. Ziggs is running up. Oh. Fiddlesticks is trying to escape now. He got knocked out.
Shut down.
Bot's just pushing him onto their turret. Tally getting caught out again. They're going all in bot. Tark's dead. Twitch is gonna escape. Do they have a pink ward for him? They do not have a pink ward for Twitch. Twitch is gonna get out alive. Maybe. No, Twitch is a dead rat. Good flash by Leona, picking up that kill. Probably gonna push the lane even more. Oh. No, they're gonna go take the red buff from Olaf. His jungle. Right now Draven's super scary, so is Fiddlesticks. The team fight is looking really in the favor of purple team right now. With the AoE comps plus they're up money. even after being ganked so much, Callie can still just jump on Jason. Here's Olaf to potential. No pink ward still. Oh, wait. Nah. Was there a pink ward? No, there wasn't.
No, they just had the bomb come out from Ziggs there for the burst damage. I think if Ziggs hadn't shown up, Kali probably would have won that fight with the double buff.
Tarek's the only one picking up pink wards, even though he's nowhere near invisible people. So some people might want to pick up some pink wards in this game. Leona hasn't picked up one for Twitch yet. Well, Jace? No, Jace bought regular wards. Olaf didn't buy one either. Olaf picking up a Spectre's Cowl, which will help against the Akali and the Fiddlesticks, but right now I think Draven's gonna be a true terror. He's just going so much flat damage right now, picking up the Bloodthirster, another BF sword. So they're gonna...
And he has red buff now too.
And he has red buff. Bot lane can't do much for blue team right now. They have less money and they have less buffs. Olaf standing on a ward. Ton of damage. Fiddlesticks going in, going for the Ziggs. Pick up 2. Blue team comes ahead on that fight. Callie's just trying to shove top. He's just farming up for a late game. She got her Gunblade, so she'll be able to fight Jace no problem right now. Jace hasn't really finished an item yet. Maybe when he goes back. The Targon's Brace strategy isn't really working for this team right now. Tarek's not really using his effectively. He only has 18 last hits right now. I think we have more by now, based on stacks. So no one on their team's really effectively using the Targon's Brace, which you probably shouldn't pick it up if you don't want to revolve your strategy around it. Callie can just fight. Do they have the... They don't have the ping. But they picked up the kill anyways.
Kali's just getting bullied this game.
Poor Callie. Just the Olaf and Jace just keep smacking her. But she's picked up kills. You don't really want to trade the kills with the Akali because she's eventually just going to become so strong. But I guess if you just keep those 2 up top, it'll be okay. But they lose so much map pressure where they need more. He's getting feared. Can't quite get to his bomb in time to get out. Locking up bot lane, they're not going to go all in under the turret. Leona actually finishing the face of the mountain, which not a lot of people do. It is face of the mountain, right? Yeah, finishing the face of the mountain, so they'll have slightly more dive potential, but yeah,
I don't know if the face of the mountain is really all that good on a tanky support because you're losing HP to give a shield. I mean, I guess it's good to keep the Draven alive who is really fed, but...
Well, since she's also tanky, it'll give him a larger shield and do more damage, won't it?
Yeah, the shield scales off of how much HP the Leona has.
They're probably... Yeah, Fiddlesticks is coming in. He's going to do so much damage to everyone. Leona coming in. Draven's just chasing Tark around and not caring about the rest of his team. Oh, he's coming back to clean up the kills. Probably should have come back a bit earlier instead of chasing Tarek.
YOLO, I guess.
But he might clean up everyone. He doesn't have his ult, so those 2 will be fine. Callie just split pushing.
There might be another bot tower after that fight, maybe.
Yep.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
And Callie not doing much other than just pushing all day. Zig's sticking around, he can't do much, he'll have to go back. Still no pink wards being picked up for either team really, even with the 2 invisible champions. It's not quite as good as it used to be before, but it's always good to have one on you, just for the invisible champions that are actually in this game.
Blue team's
Callie's
turret has been
waiting for
destroyed.
Jace, potentially. Picking up the blue. Callie might be going in on Jace right now around the blue. Jace went to go check the blue. Yeah, Callie's going in. He's just gonna get the blue and leave. Oh, Callie's looking for Cheetah ward there. No, Jace. Oh, Jace's flash. Just Callie. Zig's bomb comes out.
Yeah, even with the camp top from the Olaf, she hasn't really been shut down at all.
The Jace wasn't probably the best pick into a Callie. I mean, the early game turret did sort of put him ahead, but they didn't really push that further into the next turret, so a Callie got to come back, and Jace just can't duel a Callie.
She just farmed too hard after they dropped the tower. They didn't really do much after.
Still no pink wards, so Callie's just fighting people in the shadows. Just hopefully chucking out axes, trying to do the best he can. Six is here to pick up the kill. Gonna pick up Juliana. Fiddlesticks is here. It's a party for everyone. Flashes. Ziggs turned around. He's not gonna make it out alive anymore because he's turned around. Draven trying to 2v1 some at for some reason. Not quite man enough. Ends up being taken down. The stun's really detrimental against ad carries because they're just so squishy. Against another ad carry, you're just going to melt if you're not getting your lifesteal off. Potentially 2v1ing the Baron. I think they'll be able to do it. Zyra melts down objectives so quickly, and Fiddlesticks can just survive. They have no clue because they don't have wards far enough out. They have a bunch of wards. Purple team's lacking on the wards, but they're mainly the aggressors right now, so. Duoing the Baron. That puts them 12, 11k up now. They're gonna have to hope Ziggs can wave clear for a really long time right now because right now it's looking very grim for the team.
Oh, and he just gets bursted down.
Ziggs is just getting melted by the Akali. Managed to pick up Akali, but
1-for-1 trade.
Their wave clear is gone, so they can. Oh, their chase.
Rampage.
Jace just disappears. Another 1-for-1.
Shut down.
Olaf's been the one picking up a lot of these kills.
Yeah, he definitely has a lot of their gold
really
right
good,
now.
Except I don't think all the AoE's just coming across.
Tarek's gonna die as well.
Red team double kill.
Ziggs is back up, so he might be able to clear. Olaf's gonna get caught. No. Fiddlesticks didn't want it. Didn't know he was there. Will Ziggs make it in time? Ziggs does. He can just, no, he has to back up because he's gonna get dove. They have no problem diving these turrets now.
They're so strong.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
You didn't want to, you can't go up close enough to Fiddlesticks. He's gonna fear you and your team is just gonna pick you off. They have to back up. They can't be harassing that far out. Chasing him down. They're going back into the engage. AoE coming out from both teams.
That was a lot of flashes burned there.
Flash is going nowhere. Tarek's dead.
I think we had a fail flash from the Draven into the
I
wall
think a
there.
few of them failed the flash there. When Draven's going ham. He's like their frontliner right now. Trying to kill everyone in the front lines. And he's dying really quickly because of it.
Yeah, his gold is pretty high. He's at about 11k right now. Highest gold count on the blue team is Jace at 8.5.
They can afford a few mistakes right now though because they're 16k up. So unless they manage to turtle really well, if one of the inner turrets breaks, this game's over because they'll lose any ability to hold them off. since last patch, they have a bit of an extra ability because the split push won't be as strong because the turrets are now regenerating. But Jace just going up too far without any clue where their team is.
Oh, and there's the
Even in
Olaf to
bot
back
lane,
him up
it's still
again.
the Olaf. No pink ward. But the team's here to save a Callie this time. Callie goes back in. They have to flash.
Kali's just not having a good day.
Olaf's just wherever she is all the time. Two or three split push come. Oh, they're just going. They know how much gold they're ahead. They can just.
That was a lot of burst damage coming
Oh,
out from
Ziggs.
Zarya.
They needed Ziggs to hold on to those turrets. Without Ziggs, they're just going hard. They're going deep. Fiddlestick's coming in. Everyone getting melted.
And there's the AoE stack that we talked about at the start.
Yeah. They're sort of trapped in the base. Trying to burn down the turret.
That Leona is so tanky though.
Killing
With-
Draven in the fountain.
That was Jace.
Jace. Yeah.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
So we got the bot lane
The
tier
in-
3 tower going down. And probably the mid lane tier 3 tower going down as well.
That'll probably
Blue team's turret has
end
been
up being the
destroyed.
game for blue team, because without those outer turrets, they can't. There's nothing for them to really hold on to.
No.
They're either gonna get overrun by super minions, or they're just gonna be dove because they're too far out. They have to try something desperate, but there's not much because there's no objectives up on the map right now. They're 22k down, which is like 7 major items.
Yeah, they won't really be able to push very far out of their
Olaf
base, but
not having a pink again. Really been the death of Olaf this game. Olaf's just going for it. No, Olaf's coming back to pick up the Zyra.
and there's
The
the
barrier saving.
barrier.
Oh, no, Six Spawn comes out. Callie comes back and picks up Olaf.
Blue team double kill.
Callie just cleaning people up on the outside. Jace managing to kill
Shut
her.
down.
This
Draven's late
Leona's
to the
gonna
party.
die as well.
Team double kill.
But Draven can maybe clean these two up.
Draven's gonna get stunned, and no, they didn't go in
Exhausted.
fast enough on him. They really needed to have better coordination on the stun exhaust there. They
Yeah.
overlapped a bit of the exhaust onto the stun, as well as Jace not turning around right away.
Yeah, Jace didn't take advantage of the stun at all. And yeah, with the overlap of the exhaust, they didn't chain CC very well.
They could have picked up the kill there, but it wasn't the best team communication. And then Draven just massive amounts of healing with the Bloodthirst. He picked up Sword of the Divine, so he's just crit healing, murdering everyone. Blue can't get out of their base right now. They're down way too much gold. They have no wards on the map. As soon as anyone steps out of their base, Kallie's just gonna jump on them as soon as she finishes split pushing top. They're maybe soloing Baron now. Once it comes up, now they're just all grouping up for Baron. Blue team knows this is their last stand. Nope, he gets caught out. They couldn't afford. Olaf picking up the fiddlesticks. Will Olaf go down though?
No, he had a nice flash away
Oh, they
there
need-
from Zyra.
Ziggs does so much damage to them right now. They need the Ziggs.
Red team has slain Baron.
Oh, he barely falls.
Red team.
Callie
That's spellbound.
That's spellbound.
Red
Just-
team triple kill.
that might signal game. They have 30-second death timers on their important carries.
It'll definitely be the mid inhibitor and maybe one Nexus tower.
Flanking might just go for it.
Blue team's
Draven
inhibitor
has so much
destroyed.
damage right now. So much attack speed. They're just they're just going for the turret dive, for the Nexus fountain dive. Trying to chunk people out in the fountain.
I think they're just having fun at this point.
Killing spree.
3 shots the Jace. Zoning them into their Nexus turret. That's what a 36k gold advantage does for you.
Blue team's inhibitor respawning soon.
Taking so much damage from the 6 mines. Can they clean up the Jace just saving them so much. Oh, they did not manage to pick up the Draven. Draven healing 300s off the minions. That's game, probably. The GG's come out for blue team.
I don't get to see the chat. I'm not privileged enough, apparently.
Turret dive, will they pick him up? They do.
Shut down.
Yeah, that's game. GG's come out. Congratulations, blue team. Or purple team. And good luck, blue team, in the losers bracket, because they're not out yet.